Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the brand new Florida Lottery $5 50x the cash ticket. This is part of the January 2024 series of tickets coming out in Florida. And this one, I think it just came out today, so it is a brand new series here. Now, this is a number match game, so if you can match any of your numbers or the bonus numbers to the winning numbers, you win the prize. And then there are also some multipliers. We've got 2x, 5x, 10x, 20x, and 50x on this ticket. And then there is this star symbol where it's a win-all, but it's a double win-all. So whatever the prizes are down here, you double them, and that is your total winning. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Florida Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.96, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $1 million. And I gotta say, I do like to see the $1 million prizes on the $5 tickets. That's what the lottery is for. It's for placing a, like a minimal kind of wager for a huge top prize. So I do like to see that. Now looking at the rest of the prizes or the odds, nothing too crazy stands out. So we'll talk about taxes. In Florida, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view these top two prizes. So instead of $10,000, I'm going to view that as $7,600, and instead of $1 million, I'm going to view that as $760,000. And with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 70 and 71%. So this does meet the minimum 70% payout that we look for all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other $5 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 70% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see a 70% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. And so, if you are playing this game, when you do win on it, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $5 and $100. And there at the $100 prize level, there is a split, and the split is about 57-43. So a little more than half, 57% of these $100 prizes are going to fall here in the bottom 99% of prizes and be available to all people. The other 43%, though, are going to be included here in the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really tough to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 396 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. So, you're in almost $2,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that is important to note if you are thinking about playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract that from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the value of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 54 and 55%. Now, this is a really tough number for the 99% of us who are losing on this game. So you're going to be losing your money very quickly on this game. So we look for a minimum of 60% for this bottom 99% payout, because that's like a more average kind of payout. But once you get down here in the 50% range, you do lose your money so fast that when I play tickets like this, I don't have fun. I hate losing my money that fast. And so, I don't think I steer clear of tickets like this, just because it makes me feel bad to lose my money so fast, and I don't like it. So I don't play tickets like this. But this is important to note that, this can be a pretty brutal ticket for 99% of people who play it. Now here on this page, we are looking at the increases and decreases in Florida $5 tickets. The 50x the cash data point is all the way over here on the right, and this is very different from what we saw in the $1 and $2 tickets. They were very bad tickets compared to other $2 and $1 tickets. Here, this is the best $5 ticket we've seen come out of Florida since starting this channel, and it's the best by a good amount. I mean, we've only seen one other Florida $5 ticket get over that 70% minimum threshold that we like to see. And so, yeah, I mean, good for Florida for upping the value a little bit. They've still got a ways to go, which we're going to see, but it is good to see this, increase in value here. So you did get a huge increase in value from the previous ticket, the Emerald Mine. So that's also good to see. Whenever I see increases in value like this, a lot of the times I'll say it's a good time to buy the ticket because you want to communicate to your lottery that you appreciate the increase, that you like to see the increases and would like to see more. However, I just don't think 70 or 71% is just not good enough for a $5 ticket. I wouldn't buy a $5 ticket in Georgia with a 71% payout, so I can't recommend it in another state. Also, you've got that really, really brutal bottom 99% payout. So even though it is the best $5 ticket, unfortunately, I can't recommend it, but it is good to see. Now, if you are playing $5 tickets in Florida, up here on the top of this page, you see in green the best ticket in every category here. So if you're playing for overall value, 50x of cash, best one we've seen in Florida so far. If you're playing for odds, triple golden cherries, but that one has, that may be the worst ticket that we've seen. It might be this one. Yeah. So this is the worst $5 I wouldn't play that, even though the odds are better. I would just pick a different one. If you are a more conservative player and you're looking to hang on to as much of your money as possible, 50x the cash is the friendliest ticket to average folks, but still 54% is very brutal. It's not going to be a fun ticket for the 99% of people who are losing. And then if you are more of a high roller and you are looking for a little bit better payout when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the $1 million triple match would be a good ticket. As a matter of fact, all of these tickets are more like high roller type tickets. And then if you care about the amount of top prizes that are left, we're keeping track of that as well all the way to the right. Now here on this page, we are ranking, I'm going to fix this real quick. We're ranking Florida $5 tickets based on overall payout, 50x to cash. You can see here in first place, and it's by, that's more than a half a percentage point. So that's a pretty significant increase that we've seen. So, again, good for Florida for doing that. We just need them to do it for 12 months in a row now. All right, now here on this page, we're ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. Again, 50x of cash is the friendliest ticket to the average person. So, but it's still that 54%, that is a really brutal number. Like, don't think that this is a good payout for bottom 99% just because it's number one, because it is not. Now here on this page, we get to compare across states and see how the Florida tickets compare with what other states are doing. 70%. So even though this is the best $5 ticket that we've seen come out of Florida, Florida is pretty competitive to what we're seeing come out of California, Texas, New York. However, it's not very competitive with what we're seeing in Georgia and especially Massachusetts. So you can see Massachusetts $5 tickets. This is the only state where $5 ticket values are what they should be, 75, 76%. All the other states are just, they use the $5 ticket category as just like a huge rip-off category for to people, to rip people off. But at the very top of the list, we see this Georgia ticket came out in December, 77% value. So I was pretty impressed with that. That's a good payout for a $5 ticket. And so we're going to use this one to ask the question we always ask. If Georgia can put out a $5 ticket at 77% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is Florida putting out $5 tickets at 70% payout? That is a 7 percentage point difference. That's a 7%. That's a lot of money when you consider how much money goes into making just one of these games. And so, one of these scratch games can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the entire game. That 10 million tickets times the $5 price tag, that's $50 million for just one scratch game. And 7% of 50 million is $3.5 million that the Georgia Lottery would have gave its players on this Fast 50s ticket. That the Florida Lottery is, and I'm just going to start using the word steal because I feel like that's what states are doing when they're not transparent about payouts and stuff. So that's $3.5 million that the Florida Lottery is basically stealing from its citizens. And I would love to hear an explanation from the Florida Lottery for why they think that's necessary and how they justify doing that, because it is not right. So so even though this is the best $5 ticket out of Florida, if you really love $5 tickets, I would find a scratcher in Massachusetts that you really like and trust, and just go in on Massachusetts tickets because you're getting so much more value for your money there. Now here on this page, this is the comparison across states for the bottom 99% payout. Let's see, 54%, not good enough to make this list. And so that shows you how brutal how brutal these Florida tickets are. As a matter of fact, do we even see any Florida tickets? There are no Florida tickets on this list at all. That shows you that $5 tickets in Florida are really, really tough for average people. Now here on this page, this gives a little bit more context to how low this payout is for this 50x the cash. Even though it's the best ticket in Florida, you've got $1 ticket in Massachusetts, 69% payout. This beats that, but not by much. You've got a $20 ticket coming out of Georgia at 75% payout. That's way more value than what we see here in this $5 ticket. And then the best $3 ticket we've seen also came out of Georgia, 71% payout, also more than what we're seeing for this $5 ticket. So the reason I show this is because we should never have cheaper tickets from other states with more value than more expensive tickets from different states. I mean, that should never happen. This is an embarrassment to the Florida Lottery. At least they should be embarrassed. Florida Lottery should be embarrassed and ashamed that their $5 tickets have less value than $3 and $2 tickets from other states. It's just backwards and should not happen. Now here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. And you do see a couple $5 tickets on this page. You got some Massachusetts ones. You've got that good $5 ticket from Georgia on here. So it is possible for states to get their $5 tickets on this list. We just need Florida to do a way better job with their $5 tickets. And then here, these are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout, so the friendliest tickets to the average player. There aren't many $5 tickets on this list. We've got a couple of 2s, and then at least one $5. Is it just one $5 ticket? No, there's a couple $5 tickets, but we do have a $5 ticket in the number 1 spot here. So again, it is possible for $5 tickets to make this list. Again, we just need Florida Lottery to, decide to treat its customers better. That's what it boils down to. So that's about it for the Florida Lottery. $5 50x the cash ticket, best $5 ticket that we've seen come out of Florida, but still pretty bad when you compare to what especially some of the better states are doing. So if you're playing this, good luck on it. Hopefully you'll win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.